Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with thepoultrysite.com, and today we're here with Joel Harris. He is the head of sales and marketing for Harrisvaccines. So thanks for being with us today, Joel.
Yep, thank you.
I know that Harrisvaccines is obviously involved in the poultry industry from a vaccine standpoint. Can you tell us what your outlook is for avian influenza kind of moving into 2016?
Well, like other influenza viruses in different species, they're RNA viruses, and so they mutate very rapidly. And so instead of trying to guess which strain of avian influenza may affect us next, one thing that we're working on at Harrisvaccines is being able to rapidly respond to new strains as they occur. And with our technology, we can do that in about 4 to 6 weeks. So if it's an H5 that comes back this winter or next year, or if it's an H7 or a different H5 that's mutated, we can update the vaccine or create multivalent vaccines to try to give broad coverage to the poultry industry.
Very good. And when you talk about the different strains, how are you guys identifying those? That change, is that you just need to have access to birds that have been affected?
There's that, and then there's the USDA has a pretty comprehensive surveillance program, and we've been utilizing that in the swine industry for a number of years. So typically diagnostic reports are subsidized by the state diagnostic labs, and so producers that send their samples in to diagnose swine influenza, there's similar things like that for avian. And so we're able to see the shift and drift of viral strains over a period of time and then update vaccines accordingly.
Very good. So USDA is really is monitoring that, it sounds
right.
like.
Yep, USDA and then other organizations as well. So because it is a human health issue, I think we were very fortunate that this specific strain of avian influenza this last year wasn't causing issues in humans or workers, because that has been reported in other countries. So,
yeah. Speaking of global, is there a global outlook for avian influenza? What's going on in some of the other countries that you've been visiting?
So in other countries, avian influenza is endemic, especially with H7 or other subtypes or strains. So they've been utilizing a lot of traditional vaccine technology, either during outbreaks or just as a yearly vaccination plan. So there are opportunities for this technology that's just been approved by the USDA in avian to be applied elsewhere in the world, and we're looking to hopefully take part in that.
Very good. And is avian influenza then on the rise in other countries as well? Or is it stabilized, I guess, is my question.
I think it is kind of a cycle, I believe. I think in other parts of the world it's worse than others, and then this has been the worst outbreak that the U.S. has seen in a long time. And I think with the emergence of these diseases and the globalization, it seems like every year there's a new virus or something that's affecting the agriculture industry, and that seems to be a trend that keeps rising.
Very good. It's just we do see it year to year. You see that something's coming up in some species, even if it's not poultry. So
right.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Joel.
Yep, thank you.
This is Sarah Mikesell with thepoultrysite.com.